Human beings have the capacity, because we are language users and self-conscious, we have the capacity to imagine future situations and to think through all the various alternative actions that we might take in the future. So we can decide our own ends. What should we do with our lives? Animals can't do that. They are determined by their environment. And this is what wisdom is all about. And that is the capacity to think through how to act in a situation with a very, very deep understanding that how we think and act defines who we are. So, thinking. So, what's thinking then? So, we're trying to get youngsters to learn how to think so that they can be their best selves. So, thinking requires that your reasons determine the answer. So you go to the reasons first, and then you come to the conclusion. But in order to do that, you need a very acrobatic mind. So in our philosophy for children, for our youngsters, we call it a trapeze mind. And that is, you think of all of the reasons for doing something, all of the reasons against doing something, and then you come to the conclusion. And this is where philosophy for children really shines, because, come on, let's face it, you don't want to listen to reasons against the position that you want to be true. So, philosophy for children has at the center of its educational mandate the community of philosophical inquiry. We don't really listen to people who disagree with us. So we tend to have sort of parallel monologues. So if you and I disagree, I'm polite, so I will let you say your thing, but I'm not really listening, and I'm not really contemplating whether you've got good reasons. What I'm doing is I'm waiting for you to zip it so I can say yes, but, and then go back to my point, because I think I'm right. And I think you're kind of stupid for thinking what you think. So I think my job is to convince you that I am right. And that's what most conversations and talking is all about. But in philosophy for children, because it's facilitated by a philosophically trained facilitator, they won't let you get away with that. So they'll say to you, okay, now, did you hear what Johnny just said? Okay, what did he say? Okay, so tell me, what do you think about the reasons about what Johnny said? And it requires you then to seriously contemplate positions from the other side. So I think, though, we must not underestimate how important this education is and how difficult it is to dialogue. Anybody who knows animals will know of the extreme anxiety that an animal feels if they are uncertain. If that noise they hear behind them, they're not sure what it is, they are extremely anxious. Better to know for sure that it's a predator and get out of there than to not be certain. And we are animals, and we hate uncertainty. And so when we hear an opposing point of view, It is biological that we feel extremely anxious and we would like to cut it down. We don't want uncertainty. We must educate so that people, young people, are comfortable with uncertainty to such an extent that they are willing to listen to opposing points of view. And that is where the community of philosophical inquiry is just so brilliant because, and I say this to all of my students, you'll learn how to change your mind. Many people think, oh, well, I can't change my mind because that's going to show how stupid I am. Particularly if you now agree with someone else, that's going to show they're smart and I'm stupid. No. You're going to learn to follow reasons wherever they lead. And that inevitably is going to mean that you're going to change your mind. I think if you can ensure that the questions grab them, have the questions so it has something to do with their lives, I think you'll hook them. Is it okay to be mad at my friend who laughed at me when I did a face plant when I was playing soccer yesterday? Yes or no? And if you have a question like that, you can always bring the discussion back to yes or no, because you will find that people, young people, well, almost anybody who's not trained to think, they go all over the place. And you don't know how you got there, from here. And you're trying to figure out how what Johnny says relate to Sally, but relates to, and it all gets a little fuzzy. If you have a yes or no question, you can bring it right back. Okay, so I know, yes, you know all about soccer and you had a fight in soccer the other day, but let's get back to this question. Is it okay for you to be mad if your friend laughs at you if you do a face plant? We do actually have ways to teach the missing premise, ways to teach fallacies, and so on. So we've developed kid-friendly ways, and your counselor and your facilitator for sure needs to know critical thinking. If you can become a powerful thinker, you can create yourself. You don't have to think of yourself as the victim of experiences. Okay, you don't have to think that way. You have the power to integrate these experiences and create the person that you want to become. And if you can ensure that they know that this is not just like psychotherapy and venting and talking about, this is really honestly and truly about your capacity to think powerfully. And the reason you want to think powerfully, I mean, aside from the fact it's kind of convenient because it helps you academically, but the big reason is you can create who you want to become. And that's the gift you're giving them.
a happy place? What is a happy place? Sometimes it's sad when people die, something like that.
I think it's still sad, really sad.
Yeah.
Because it's like lots of innocent children are dying and for no reason. So it's like, and some children are losing their parents,
Yeah, and their families.
their whole family, and just maybe one surviving member of the family, and people are being, all the houses are being bombed and destroyed.
There are a lot of things that make me happy, like playing games, watching videos. Like being busy makes me like happy, because if I'm busy, then I don't get bored. So I like when I go to different things, more activities. That's really something that makes me happy. Sad things like looking at people mistreating others really badly, especially people with disabilities and stuff. That really makes me kind of annoyed by them. Like, why are you treating them like they're old, or maybe they have disabilities and stuff? That's really mean, yeah.
School.
You're bored because of school?
Why?
It's boring.
Oh no, I don't think school's.
Wait, actually, my teacher's fun. Never mind.
Mine's isn't. Actually, she is. Sometimes she's fun. Work's a lot easier with my new teacher.
What makes me sad? I don't know. If they make me angry, or I'm not just in the mood to talk.
What makes you happy?
Reading. Well, because it's like you don't have to think about anything. You're like in a whole different place, and then like it's like you can. There's a lot of imagination, and yeah.
I like reading and school, like a little bit, the recess part.
Games and play and world and world and science. Blue.
Why blue?
Because my favorite color is blue. Triangle.
Why?
Because if I take a piece of it, it's triangle.
Why are you looking at me? I come to your mind.
No. Surprisingly, Leah, you're not the first thing that comes into my mind.
Who is it?
Mom. Yeah, my mom. She comes into my mind first. And then my friends, and then Leah, and then Lily. Or actually both of you guys together. It's me, right?
Strawberries.
Oh. Well, now that she says strawberries, red and pink.
Blue.
Ooh, and green. Triangle.
Triangle. And the octagon, I think that's what it's called. Octangle, I don't know.
I think of how the world works, like how different countries, like even if they do the same thing, they might have people have a different view on it. Then if other country does it, they have a better view on it. Like if some other country does it, like a bad view, but if a big country does it, it's a great thing to do. Green.
Queen, why?
I don't know. Like mainly because I really like the color green. Like green could be anything, like because green can also be like a check mark in life. So I think of it like that. So green is a great color. Triangles.
Why?
Because triangles are a really interesting like shape, because there's so many ways to like think of them. Triangle could be like your life is a triangle, because you go between things, you repeat 3 things daily, like go to school, get up, and go back to sleep.
If you think of colors in general, like color, simply color, I think of
Red.
pink. Well, I think of pink because it's very soft and calming, and it actually represents softness, and it's really soothing. Nothing very like extreme. Like totally, everything's under control, kind of thing. Why red?
Red, well, because red is very bright, and like when you think of colors, the first thing is red because like colors is like a rainbow, and the first color for rainbow is red, so that's like the main big thing.
Blue.
Why?
For the sky. The circle is the sun. I see the sun setting and it's very beautiful.
I would change you
What? For what? Why?
because you're on your phone too much.
Yeah.
Meaning Taylor Swift.
Adding.
Yeah, adding that to the world
How do you add that?
by meeting Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Interest, because interest is confusing. Like whoever invented interest, I think they should remove it or change the rules to it, because interest is like you're adding money. If someone is like, you think of others like they're like paying extra for that, and it's confusing. People change it, like they like add double interest when they say it's half interest and stuff. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, like there's no war, and everything's very peaceful, and yeah.
I think of the world. If I could change something in the world, it would be, first of all, like still more of greenery, less pollution, water, and maybe stuff a little calmer than they are right now. People are happy. Yeah.
If I want to remove a rule, it will be school, because I need to wake early and sleep early. The world has war. There's war. There should be peace and no more racism.